সেদিন শারদ দিবা অবসান, শ্রীমতী নামে সে দাসী, পুণ্য শীতল সলিলে নাহিয়া, পুষ্পপ্রদীপ থালায় বাহিয়া, রাজমহিষীর চরণে চাইয়া নীরবে দাঁড়ালো আসি। শিহরি সভয়ে মহিষী কইলা,
এই কথা নাহি কি মনে? অজাত শত্রু করেছে রটনা, স্তূপে যে করিবে অর্ঘ রচনা, শুলের উপর বই রেখে জনা, অতমা নির্বাসনে।
সেখানে ফিরি গেল চলে ফিরে বধূ অমিতার ঘরে, সম্মুখে রাখিয়া স্বর্ণমুকুর বাঁধিতেছিল সে দীর্ঘ চিকুর, আঁকিতেছিল সে যত্নে সিঁদুর। সীমন্ত সীমা পরে শ্রীমতীরে হেরি বাকি গেল রেখা, কাঁপি গেল তার হাত, কহিল অবোধ অবোধ বলো অবোধ কিসব
এখনই যা চলে ওটা দেখিবে ঘটিবে তাহলে ভীষণ বিপদ পায়, ভীষণ বিপদ পায়।
রশ্মি আমায় খোলা জানলার ধারে, কুমারী শুক্লা বসি একাকিনী, পড়িতে নিরত কাব্য কাহিনী। চমকি উঠিল শুনি কিঙ্কিনী, চাহিয়া দেখিল দ্বারে, শ্রীমতীরে হেরি পুঁথি রাখি ঘুমে, দ্রুতপদে গেল কাছে, কহে সাবধানে তার কানে কানে,
রাজারা দেশ আজি কে না জানে, এমন করকি মরণের কানে যে চলিতে আছে।
দ্বার হতে দ্বারে ফিরিল শ্রীমতী লইয়া অর্ঘ থালি।
হে পুরো বাসেনি হয়েছে প্রভুর পূজার সময়।
শুনি ঘরে ঘরে কেউ পায় ভয়, কেউ দেয় তারে গালি। দিবসের শেষ আলোক মিলালো নগর সৌধ পরে, পথ জনহীন আধারে বিলীন, কলকোলাহল হয়ে লক্ষ্মী। আরতি ঘণ্টা ধ্বনিল প্রাচীন, রাত দেবালয় ঘরে, শারদ নিশির স্বচ্ছ তিমিরে তারাগণ্য জলে, সিংহদুয়ারে বাজিল বিষাণ, বন্দিরা ধরে সন্ধ্যার স্থান। গালি ফুকারিয়া বলে, এমন সময় হেরিলা চমকি, প্রাসাদে প্রহরী যত, রাজার বিজন কানন মাঝারে, স্তূপ পদমূলে গহন আধারে, জ্বলিতেছে কেন যেন সারে সারে প্রদীপ মালার মতো। মুক্ত কিপানে পুররক্ষক তখনই ছুটি আসি শুধালো, সেদিন শুভ্র পাষাণ পলকে পড়িল রক্তলিকা, সেদিন শারদ স্বচ্ছ নিশীতে প্রাসাদ কাননে নীরবে নিভৃতে, স্তূপ পদমূলে নিবিল চকিতে সে সারথী শিখা।
Did all this with us, so it's like brings back memories. Just so wonderful. Devashish Bhattacharya should be brother to tell us all anecdotes that he can about the
There's a famous saying in Hollywood, never follow trained animals or kids. That was fantastic. What I don't understand is that they've been married 25 years. I'm 28 years old. He's 2 years older than me. I don't know how quite that works, but math was not my best.
Can you hold the microphone a little closer? We can hear you.
Math was not my best subject. Just like Baba, I remember the wedding in Delhi. It was very hot, and the day that we left is when the monsoons came. And I remember my Shatu Mama driving me to the airport, and the rain came down so much we were afraid I wouldn't make my flight. And actually, the real tense part of this is that I was, just before the wedding, I was in China for the very first international science conference I've ever had in the People's Republic of China in 1983. And here I was, happy to be there as a young graduate student, and I was in the town, the city of Qingdao, and I went up to Beijing, and I saw the Great Wall and so on, and I checked into my hotel. The person at the hotel said, I need your passport to check you in. And I said, sure, I've got my... I didn't have my passport. I left it in Qingdao, and I was completely scared. I couldn't leave the country. I couldn't go to India unless I had my passport. I had to go back to Canada. So I waited on the next flight. I was speaking on the phone to the people in Qingdao that could barely speak English. I was saying, I need my passport. My brother's getting married. I've got to go to India. And I waited at the airport the next day. 3 flights later, a person comes off the plane and says, Bhattacharya, Bhattacharya. I had my passport. I never told you guys that, but I almost didn't make your wedding. That was my round trip in 60 days plan, which almost didn't work out. When I think of these two, I think of that, I don't know if you know this commercial that's on for a company called Rosetta Stone. There's this farm boy with a hat on, you know? And it says, he was a hard-working farm boy, i.e. Nova Scotian. She was an Italian supermodel. i.e. Delhi girl. He knew he would have just one chance to impress her. Now, someday, Dada, you can tell me how you managed to do that. Because my understanding of your abilities weren't. So that was quite impressive. For one serious thing I want to say, I'm not such a youngster, and actually Susanna and I have been married for 13 years, and what I know is true for marriage is that when your kids are brilliant like Megha and Sheena, when things go well, it's all easy. It's when things get tough that it really, really matters. And we've all been through that, and that's fantastic, is that if you can do it for 25 years, you can do it for 50 more, no problem. So I'm very, very proud of you for having done that. And I just want to say one little kind of joke that typifies my feelings about Dada's luck with his wonderful wife. At a banquet for Shubi and Nita's 25th wedding anniversary, Shubi was asked to give his friends a brief account of the benefits of a marriage of such long duration. Tell us, Shubi, just what is it that you've learned from all those wonderful years with your wife? Shubi responded, well, I've learned that marriage is the best teacher of all. It teaches you loyalty, patience, humility, self-restraint, forgiveness, and a great many other things I would never have learned if I'd stayed single. So, what that means is that marriage was good for my older brother. I want to end on 2 famous thoughts. First is from Romeo and Juliet. It's a little romantic. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep, the more I give to thee. The more I have, for both are infinite. The second is from Victor Hugo, and I truly believe this one. What a grand thing to be loved, what a grander thing still to love. So from my family, my wife Susanna, our beautiful kids Alex and Lydia, wish you a fantastic 25th wedding anniversary and many, many more in the future, and we're very proud of you.
Thank you.